Alright, let's take a look at both the PlayStation 4 Dualshock 4 and the Xbox One controller. As of right now, it is November 22nd, so how fitting to have the Day 1 edition. Picked it up this morning with my friends. The first thing I noticed with this controller is the thumbsticks. They have a textured edge around the outside and actually an indent now for your thumb to sit in so you don't lose traction, don't lose control. The center buttons here should have the same function, however the names have changed. You now have the view and the menu, and you'll also notice that the home button is now on top of the controller. On bottom you can still plug in your headset, get connected real quick, and then you'll notice on the back you are without the big bulky battery pack. However, the Xbox controller did not come with a rechargeable battery, and so you're stuck with your Duracells. Hopefully you have spares, because if you're like me, you're probably going to be on this thing for a while. The button bumpers do fit around your fingers now, and then the controller is just, it's nice overall. It fits well in your hands. One thing I noticed with the joystick is it was a little too loose for my liking. I like the traction on the PS4 a little bit better, but they did update their D-pad so it is clickable. Now the PlayStation DualShock 4 controller has some real new technologies. First of all, being this touchscreen that can zoom, pinch, swipe. I'm interested to see how they work it in with the games and what they can do with it. We'll have to wait and see. The joystick is similar to the Xbox, has that same texture around the edge with the indent in the middle and a speaker right between the two. Interested again to see how that's used in game. You will notice the different textures here on the controller. The bottom is kind of more of a solid texture that will give you your grip. But what they did on the top, I kind of feel like when you're playing, you're not going to get sweaty or clammy. It's just a real nice plastic. The L2 and R2 buttons are similar to the PS3. However, you have better control than you did before. And then, of course, this light is new, and that's going to connect with your PlayStation camera for motion activation. This here is your cord to plug your controller into your PlayStation, which will charge the battery pack, which is inside the controller. So you don't need batteries, you don't need additional packs. You just plug your controller in and let it charge up. Here you find the share button, which is going to help you share video and footage with your friends. And then of course your pause and menu button. One thing I did notice is that the Xbox controller is a little bit heavier, but overall not enough to really make a difference. Both are pretty similar as far as their functionality. Of course, the PS4, however, has the new technologies that are really going to give developers something to work with, and I really hope that they take advantage of that and put that into the gameplay. Like I said before, the joystick I prefer on the PS4 rather than the Xbox, but that's just me. You may prefer the Xbox, so make sure you get your hands on one, whether it's through the store or through a friend that you have. You're not going to want to miss out on these first days of testing these next-gen consoles. Click one of the links below to take a closer look at the systems.